Well, good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee. Today's climate summary. I'll go right on into it. Today's low temperature was 21 degrees this morning. It got cold this morning. Wasn't a record cold low, but it was cold anyways. And there was frost all over everything this morning. Had a good cutting frost this morning. Today's high did get up to 41 degrees. It did warm above the 40s. Yeah, 41 degrees here in Bemis today. Of course, we've had no rainfall today since midnight so far. And the current temperature in Bemis right now, as of 7:51, is 25 degrees out there right now. We're back below freezing here in the Bemis area. Alrighty, the highest wind gust today was 20 miles per hour out of the north at 12:16 a.m. this morning. Yesterday's low, by the way, was 25 degrees. Yesterday's high was 46 degrees, and we had no rainfall yesterday. Yesterday's highest wind gust was out of the north at 22 miles per hour, and that occurred at 12:30 a.m., while today's was north at 20 miles per hour at 12:16 a.m. Been a little windy around the 12:01 a.m. hour the last couple of days. We had some fronts move through. That's one of the reasons why. And we yet have one more coming through toward Monday that's going to really cool us off a little bit around here. Almost a little too cold, being honest with you. More details just momentarily on that. Records for the day for January the 25th. Hottest high was 77 degrees way back in 1950. Boy, wouldn't that feel good about now. Coldest high would be 29 degrees back in 1963. Warmest low would be 65 in 1950, while the coldest low would be -1 in 1963. So it was a cold year back in 1963, low of -1 and a high of only 29, while the warmest year would be 1950 for today's date, January 25th, a low of 65 and a high of 77. Alright, rainfall record for today, 2.35 inches back in 2004. And the snowfall record weather, we've had 4 inches of snow today on January 25th back in 1978. That's right, 4 inches of snow today. We might get a few snow flurries around here later on tonight after midnight, but that'd be about all we'd get. No accumulation from that expected. More on that momentarily. I believe that's it for the climate data for the time being, at least a summary part of it. Let me go ahead and show you the radar and a few other maps, and that'll be it for the evening, I guess. Start off with radar, of course, and let me see, this one's, there we go. I thought I had the whole state in here. I'll make it in there. I'll get it in there. Let's look at the radar first. Of course, right now, West Tennessee is clear of any precipitation, as you can see. There's a few pockets of snow flurries trying to pop up on the radar up in the Missouri Boot Hill, west of Union City and northwest of Dyersburg, Tennessee, and they're moving east near Blyville, Arkansas now. There's some indications that some of this snow up there is not reaching the ground. It's evaporating before it hits the surface. And that's kind of called Virga, V-I-R-G-A, I think is how you spell it. I can't pronounce it like I should, or wish like I actually pronounced, but as close as I can get it right now. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say, though. Let me get a little bit wider view, more of Tennessee in here. There's a bigger area over northern Arkansas that's moving this way. This is light snow flurries, maybe a snow shower at most, and that's a quick burst of snow that tries to accumulate, but by the time it starts accumulating, it quits. and then maybe comes back again. But we might have a close scenario like that tonight. But again, no accumulation of snow is expected tonight here in Jackson or West Tennessee, or even our neighbors either, for that matter. I'm having trouble with my camera staying steady. That's why I keep moving it. Alright, this is a better picture of what's snowing up in Missouri. Looks like it's west of Carbondale, Illinois, and near Poplar Bluff, Missouri. All that's moving east, but some of those last frames make it appear like they're trying to dissipate as they move closer to West Tennessee. That's what I'm sort of expecting most of it to do, is kind of dissipate or before it makes it all the way to Jackson or other parts of West Tennessee for that matter. Alright, that'd be bringing the radar down just a little bit, get a slightly better view. The snow is a little heavier. Let me pick up the camera. Don't want to do right. Wants to be a little heavier up in Illinois. That's near Bloomington and Springfield, Illinois, and those areas. And that's heading toward Indiana. And might accumulate up in that area tonight a little bit. They might get 1 to 2 inches roughly of snow and on over in Indiana tonight. But this down here in Missouri appears to be dissipating as it moves east. That's a small little area over on the north central part. That's not going to amount to anything up in Missouri and up around Monroe City. St. Louis might be getting a few flurries, but most of the snow is out of that area at the moment. But there you see where it's headed. That is moving in our direction, but then again, it probably would dissipate and be very light by the time it gets to us here in Jackson, West Tennessee area. Might be a little heavier up near Kentucky and Union City and Paris and Martin. Up in those areas, y'all might see a little bit more snow than us, but still y'all not going to get a whole lot either, if any at all, be honest with you. Alright, that's the latest radar. Let me branch it out one more time and see what I can find here real quick. Looks like it comes to an end right around the Chicago area and on up into Michigan. Let me get my hand out of the way. I don't know why my wire is acting so silly. As that's snowing all the way up to about Chicago and moving eastward, and a little bit in Michigan, but it's a little further north there, and straight down. But it's a small little area, like I said, that's moving toward Tennessee. Right now, Tennessee is precipitation free at the moment. Alright, that's the radar for right now. Let me look at the satellite picture. It shows a few clouds going by. It's kind of cloudy out there right now, and it will be till around 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then the sky should become fair by about that time, definitely before daybreak, and be a fair day tomorrow. Now there is maybe a 20% chance of a snow flurry or a snow shower between about midnight and 3 a.m. That would be the time most likely for us to get any snow if we do. But the odds are only about 20%, so it's a very slight chance. But don't be surprised if you do see one. But don't be too surprised if you don't see anything. That's also just about as possible as seeing something. Alright, let me get this. This camera is kind of making me a little crazy moving around like it is. There you see the clouds a little bit better to the north of us. And it's pretty much clear otherwise. Let me take a national country, if it'll come up. There we go.
The whole nation in here real fast. That's good enough right there. Bring this down a little bit. That's too far north. There we go. It ain't a huge area of clouds. Well, the camera just does not want to go. It's sticking on something. I don't know what it is. The back of my table. Excuse me for being a little clumsy at the moment. There's a few clouds over in Arkansas and up Missouri. Once those clear, though,
They'll probably clear around 3 or 4 in the morning. We'll go back to fair skies behind the system. Otherwise, in the front of it's fairly clear. We had a beautiful day today with lots of sunshine. The temperatures did get above freezing, thank heavens. And we got some colder weather coming our way toward the middle of the week. Let's look at the rest of the nation there. And alright, I'll leave it at that. And see what's next. I think the forecast maps are next. The National Weather Service's current service map. Let's get the right one here. That's today's forecast map as of 2:12 p.m. That's the way the map looked like about that time. They're indicating the little bit of snow and rain mixed here in West Tennessee, but right now we're not getting anything. It's just they got a dot there since it was moving in our direction. And a little bit heavier snow up north of us. There you see what's going to be on up toward the Great Lakes. And some more there in Nebraska. You see where the area is. That goes on up into Canada. And some of them in the Rocky Mountains, of course. And a little bit of rain down in southern Texas. And that's pretty much the way the map looked like at that time, earlier in the afternoon. Alright, look at tomorrow morning's forecast map. For 3:30 in the morning, they're still showing a small area of rain and snow mix in parts of East Tennessee and on up into Kentucky, and right along the Tennessee-Kentucky border. But most likely, most of it's going to be part of that snow that we were just looking at on the radar a while ago. Mostly light rain, 20-30% chance, if that, but it's not going to last very long. It's not going to cause any trouble. The snow that might cause some trouble is further north than that, in that white dotted line area there. That extends all the way up into Canada there. That's again tomorrow morning's map. And there's a bigger area of rain and snow mixed in the northern plains that you see there. More rain down in Texas and that part of the country. And that's again for Saturday morning. Sunday morning's map looks like this. For about 3:37 a.m. Sunday morning. It still has rain and snow mix over middle and east Tennessee and east of the Tennessee River. Hold on just a moment, please. Are you on your way? Okay, alright, I'm making a video. I'll just see you when you get here. Alright, bye. Okay. Pardon that little minor interruption there. You got a chance to see the map a little bit longer. Maybe that's good news in some ways. Let me see. Let me make a little minor adjustment over here. There you see the map, which is almost the same one I showed you early this morning when I done a live on Facebook. I don't think they've changed that much. There you see where the snow's expected Sunday morning from Iowa up to Canada. A little freezing rain between there and the low pressure there in that purple looking color shaded area. North of West Tennessee though, and mainly extreme western Illinois and southern portions of Iowa, and on up and on over to South Dakota there. Alright, that's the rest of the nation there. This again for Sunday morning. Alright, let me concentrate on the radar real quick one more time. Again, there's nothing immediately coming into our area. Yeah, a little bit closer look at West Tennessee. The closest to us is near Jonesboro. That's 100 miles west of us. It's kind of moving east-southeast. It may actually go around Jackson, and possibly even to our south. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Oops, wrong direction. I meant to go in instead of out. And there we go. A little bit closer to Bible, but some of that snow may not be making it to the ground. The thicker snow, remember, is up in Illinois, moving into Indiana, and that's moving away from us. Alright, the forecast now. Let me give you a readout forecast. The moon sets tonight, by the way, at 10:05 tomorrow morning. And it actually rises tonight at 10:39 p.m. and sets tomorrow morning at 10:15 a.m. And the forecast is for cloudy skies for the rest of the night, mostly cloudy for the rest of tonight. I'm not putting any snow in my personal forecast yet, even though there might be a 20% chance of an isolated snow flurry or quick snow shower. But it's not going to amount to anything, so I'm going to leave it out of my forecast. No damages to the roads or bridges or any of that kind of stuff. Should be clearing toward 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy to around 3 a.m., then going back to mostly fair. Low of 26 tomorrow morning, and high tomorrow of 49 with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 6:59 a.m. and it'll be setting at 5:15 tomorrow afternoon. The moon will be rising tomorrow night at 11:44 p.m. and be setting at 10:49 a.m. Sunday morning. Speaking of Sunday, mostly clear skies, low of 30 degrees and a high of 51 with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Monday's not too bad a shape. Fair skies till noon, then becoming mostly cloudy with a 70% chance of rain by Monday night. Low of 36, high of 58 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Tuesday, that's when it's going to start getting cold, toward Monday night into Tuesday morning. Mostly fair Tuesday with low of 17 and a high of 25 with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We will likely have some wind chills in the teens on Tuesday. Wednesday, going to be another cold one, mostly clear, low of 16 and a high of 33 with west winds at 10 to 20. Let me see what Thursday's like. Mostly fair again, with a low near 18 and a high of 32 with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And that'd take you at least through Thursday anyways. And then starts warming up a little bit, just a little bit toward next weekend, with highs in the middle 30s to the middle 50s by next Sunday week. Lows fluctuating from 24 next Friday to 19 and next Saturday week to 23 next Sunday week. Kind of give you an idea of what to happen between now and next weekend. But then again, one more time for tonight, it's mostly cloudy to around 3 a.m., then becoming mostly fair. Low of 26 and a high of 49 for tomorrow. Southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And there is an ever so slight chance of an isolated snow flurry tonight, or between midnight probably and 3 a.m. Skies should become clear around 3 a.m. or at least before sunrise, and we should have plenty of sunshine tomorrow. That's the latest forecast as of right now. Alrighty, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and having patience with me, listening to all the details I have for you. And I have one particular follower, I think it's Trash Panda, if I can get her name right, that person's name right. That says, thank you for all the details that you give, and thank you for listening. Just thought I'd mention that. Just she's one of my that person is one of my long-time subscribers, and I appreciate that as well. Alrighty, well, good night, God bless, and we'll talk to you later.